Hello, beautiful people. How are you all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so a lot has happened since we last saw each other. We got a massive new game update, a brand new DLC drop. So, honestly, today we have an absolute ton of stuff to talk about. And I'm so excited to just dive in. But first, real quick, I just want to say sorry that last week I couldn't publish a video. I was just beyond sick, you guys. My immune system's been kind of low lately and I caught this really nasty flu. In fact, if you hear my voice sounding a little funny or croaky, it's because I'm still trying to kick this flu out of me. So bear with me, please. Okay, with that out of the way, let's finally move on to today's videos. Now, a quick heads up, it's quite long. Probably the longest video I ever done. In my defense, the house is kind of huge and it's the biggest I ever built in inZOI so far, no joke. This build has been inspired by a real-life project, an incredible $15 million villa located on one of the Brazilian's private island, which is exactly the one you saw in the thumbnail of this video. As you well know, I recently discovered that I absolutely love recreating real-life villa in inZOI, or at least try, and changing up the interiors to make them my own. But in this particular case, I took a few creative liberties here and there, even on the outside, so that it would look better in-game, and honestly, it would be more playable for our toy. So let's run down what this beast has got. This house has 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a nice big kitchen, a huge dining area, 3 living rooms, an home office, an home gym, an home theater, a game or hobby room if you might, 2 large balconies, a massive patio with an outdoor kitchen, a sub-tanning area, a big pool, a nice outdoor living room, a fire pit. So yeah, you get the picture, right? It's pretty large and just full of activity and atmosphere. I have so many thoughts to share about the update and the new DLC that I don't even know where to start. Okay, little side note here. Normally, I would have made a full breakdown video showcasing all the new items and the new feature, but the devs included this super cool new little feature in the game where when you update or install a new DLC, you can find an N mark indicating all the new items. But if you don't have the game yet and perhaps you would want to see a proper showcase of all the new item and all the new feature, please tell me in the comment section down below. I will be more than happy to make a dedicated video just for you about it. Just let me know. Now, I guess we can start talking about the pools. What do you say? So I want to start by saying that I am super happy, like over the moon, that we finally got pool. The water effect and the customization option are honestly amazing. But, and there's a big but, I'm a little disappointed by the build limitation. For example, as per usual with my builds, this house is raised on a platform. So imagine my disappointment when I saw that you cannot build a pool on a platform. I just kissed my dream of building infinity pool goodbye right then and there. And not only we cannot build on a platform, but we cannot even attach it to a platform. It needs to have this tiny, awkward space separating the edge of the pool from the edge of the platform, which is kind of a boomer if you ask me. But fine, I managed to make it look pretty anyway thanks to a piece of floor placed in front of the part of the pool with the steps. The second thing I really wanted to try out was building steps inside the pool. I don't know if you remember, but some times ago the inZOI team published a picture of the future Cahaya DLC and it looked like in the pool there was a step. Here, let me just pop up the picture for you. So as you can see, this kind of look like a step, right? So I tried again to build a platform inside the pool or a room or creating separation with off wall or handrail. I even tried with fence, but nothing worked. So my best guess is either this is simply an effect of the shadow in the picture, or perhaps it is a feature that we will get in a future update. You know how it is, right? Sometimes feature and object just do not make the cut for the release date of an update for many reasons. Maybe The object was still too baggy or the feature wasn't properly working, and the devs save it for future updates. So who knows? But honestly, I really hope that pool will get more freedom in the future, which, if you think about it, it kind of makes sense since the game is famous for its insane amount of customization option. I mean, this is what makes this game unique. So finger crossed for the future. Anyhow, I do have another important question still regarding water feature. What happened to the fountains? Remember in the trailer showing this pretty oval fountain? Why do we not have it in build mode? It's so confusing. At the end of the video, you'll see in the screenshot that I created two tiny pools to kind of simulate a fountain for the front door. Because when I saw the picture of this house, of this real life project, I imagined the entrance of the house having those stunning fountain on each side, so fancy, so modern, so sleek. And I searched for them everywhere, in the build catalog, in the furniture catalog. I mean, I looked in every single tab, but I did not find them anywhere. So if you saw them in the game, and if you find them, would you be so kind to please let me know in the comment section down below where they are? I'm begging you. Anyway, apart from these few things, I'm still very happy we now have pool. It's a game changer. Another addition I absolutely love are all the new textures that have been unlocked and added to windows, doors, and objects. I adore the fact that finally the window can be personalized with wooden frame or steel frame, paint, and so on. And same way with the object. Sink, vases, plates, furniture, I just love it. I mean, just look at this. I use these stainless steel black windows for this house and they look so sleek and modern. I just adore it, you guys. It makes the whole build look so much more realistic. So when I started build this house, I was so overwhelmed by all the new customization options, all the new furniture, that I went a little crazy and I just tried to add as much as possible, trying to use all the new furniture and especially all the new plants. I am very happy we got new plants. Not too many, but just enough to allow us to make the place look very, very tropical. Okay, I'm getting off track. Let's get back to the house. So this house is a 3-floor home, my very first 3-floor building in inZOI. And the first floor is the largest one. Starting from the outside, we have a nice large patio with a huge pool right in the middle. I added all around the pool some chaiselong for sunbathing and those stunning round, I guess armchair is the right term, that came with the new DLC. And I paired them with this new ottoman that also came with the new DLC. Now, officially in-game, these serve as 2 different seats, but aesthetically, they look like they go so well together, like a proper armchair with a footrest, So still on the patio, I also added a nice farm pit area, obviously. I mean, this is a classic charm design and build feature, right? I used the new square sofa we got and paired them with the new round armchair to mix and match a little bit and make the area more interesting and not too matchy. I then added a couple of floor lamps and that new beautiful plant with the white ornate vase. Very tropical and modern, and to finish up the area, I added the new fire pit. You guys, I just love this fire pit. I was hoping so badly that we would get a new fire pit, less rustic, and you won't believe it, but it is exactly how I imagine it to be. So obviously, I put it everywhere in the house, right? This house has more than 10 fire pits, which is kind of crazy, I know, but I use them in various ways. I promise, not only in the middle of the seating area. Now, facing the house, on the right-hand side, I made a nice outdoor kitchen. You will not see me build this part because I had to cut some footage off, otherwise the video would be like an hour plus long, but you can see it at the end of the video with the screenshot. It is a nice simple rectangular area covered by a nice wooden ceiling and a green roof. I always see in millionaire villas this 1-floor build with green on top of the roof, and this make it look so much more appealing to the eye. So I thought a house of this caliber calls for a nice green roof. What do you think, guys? Is it too much? Anyway, I did want to give a little separation for this area without being completely closed off. So I use pillars instead of wall on one side and an half wall and a wall column on the other side, ultimately shaping the closed part as an L and leaving the rest open. I then added a resized fridge, a barbecue, and the new kitchen cabinet that came with the new DLC. And to finish up the space, I had a 2-bar section with stools and a couple of pendant lights. I chose the one that looks like a tropical lantern, also courtesy of the new DLC. A bin and a couple of decoration items, and boom, an outdoor kitchen complete. To complete the rest of the patio, I also added the new outdoor canopy sofa, which is adorable, and a couple of shower because, usually you would have a shower for before and after getting into the pool. And I also created a nice little rock garden just by the entrance with a nice big tree and a few rocks and lights. It looks stunning in front of there. Since this house is raised on a platform, I created a platform stair that allow your ZOI to exit and enter the property. And since the lot has this uncultivated bare ground, I DIY'd the green by adding a few pieces of floor customized with the green pattern, and then added a few plants to landscape the area with lights. And to finish up, I placed a resized pathway using the new stones pathway that we got with Cahaya. Okie dokie, moving on to the inside. On this first floor, we will find a nice big foyer, which is actually more like a grand entrance. And on one side of the house, we have a huge kitchen and dining area and a sunken living room. While on the other side of the house, we have a nice open office, a second, more formal living room, followed by a nice large hallway that connects you to the home gym, the home theater, and the first bedroom of the house. And yes, by the end of the build, I realized that I didn't add a powder room or a guest bathroom in this first floor. But I think it's okay because there is a full bathroom on the first bedroom, so your ZOI can technically access the bathroom on this first floor. Anyway. Now, the kitchen is huge and fully equipped, and let me tell you, I love being able to customize the fridge with the wooden swatch. It looks so much better, like it is part of the kitchen cabinet, just like in real life would be. The kitchen also has a large highland split in the middle by a live plant centerpiece. I basically raised the platform almost height as the counter, and then I customized it with the green pattern and darkened it to a dark brown and added those new bushes from Cahaya. I then finished up the island by adding some stools and a sink and a nice dishwasher. Honestly, friends, with all the platform pools and outplacing I use in this house, I am surprised it didn't break down completely. Anyway, I also built an extra kitchen area on the side with a microwave and a water purifier. For the dining area, you will see me add a nice table with 6 chairs, which look ridiculously small for the area. So I ended up swapping it up for the conference table off camera, which is way larger and more suitable for this space. I added some of the new pendant light and a few decoration, and the kitchen and the dining were done. Now, to separate the living room from the kitchen/dining area, I created a in-wall fireplace. Last time I tried to make a fireplace using a fire pit, the result was a disaster. But this time, the fact that the living room was sunken kind of played in my favor. Let me explain. What bothered me the last time was the insane amount of red light coming out of the wall. But this time, the light could be covered up by the kitchen cabinet that I used to create the wall unit. So it's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. But please, let me know what you think about it. Obviously, don't forget, in-game, to light the fire pit, you will need to take them out of the wall, have your ZOI lighting them up, and then place it back into the wall. And they will remain active even if you exit and re-enter the game, or at least in my game it works like this. Even if I save and exit and then I come back, the fire pit is on. Anyway, when I built the room for the fireplace, the weirdest glitch started happening. For some reason, at this point, if I place a wall or a platform or an handrail or anything structural, two of the tall kitchen cabinet would teleport to the floor above. Very weird, right? But anyway, I had to manage with the old house from this point on. To make the fireplace more interesting, I added a window on both sides of the room, one facing the living room and the other one facing the dining/kitchen room. By the way, I really hope we will get soon a window that is wide and short so we can make this fireplace look more sleek and modern. For the living room, I used a nice modern Cahaya sofa. This is one of my favorites, you guys. I went in also with a comfy large sofa and a couple of puffs, the round one adorable, and I also added two coffee table, a nice floor lamp and an end table on each side of the big sofa, and tied everything up together with the largest new rug we got with the new DLC. I gotta say, I love this rug. It is so tropical, but still clean and modern. I wish we got some customization option with it though. I then added a big TV, some decoration here and there, and this concludes the left part of the house. In the right part, we find a more formal living room. You know how often you see in Millionaire Villa having a living room without any TV, just sitting here to kind of receive the guests? Well, this is it in this house. Here, I reused the big comfy sofa and surrounded it with modern tropical armchair and another new rug that we got, a side table, a couple of plants, and decoration along with two coffee tables. And to complete the room, I added 3 new pendant lights that we received with Cahaya. To separate this room from the home office, I decided to use again pillars instead of wall to make the wall area feel more airy and full of light. The home office is large, modern, and minimal with a nice tropical desk. Again, thank you Cahaya for this. Some chairs, computer, and all the necessity equipment that an office should have, together with 4 tall bookshelves and a video surveillance system. Even though I didn't find any exterior camera to put, the only one I found was the one kind of a ceiling round camera, typical of malls and stores. So we're just gonna pretend we have these tiny in-wall cameras, okay? Anyway, I also added a few decoration and plants and a nice vintage camera, and I really wanted to use the new tropical bookcase we received, so I did end up placing it in a corner just by the window. Moving on, I created a nice home gym, fully equipped with 2 big nice windows and all the necessity for full body workout to keep our ZOI healthy and in shape. I also added a few decoration, a stereo obviously, and a big fan for air circulation. Although in the rest of the house, I added everywhere those ceiling AC system like the one you would find in hotels, you know, but in the gym it kind of felt too much, so I went in with a fan. Okay, moving on, we have a nice home cinema. I separated the room in 3 portions to create the steps going down towards the ginormous screen. And then I added a couple of massage chairs on the top level and a nice comfy sofa on the second level. I added only a few wall lights and turned the brightness down to the minimum. And to complete everything, I just added a few decorations to make it feel lived in, and we got ourselves a nice home cinema. Okay, now still on this floor we have our first bedroom. I made this room with an ensuite bathroom. I created a separation between the room and the bathroom with an accent wall like they do in the Caribbean. This room is fully equipped with a double bed, a couple of nightstands with pendant lights above, a nice big TV just above the new tropical dresser. And to not make it look too minimal, I also added a nice armchair on the side with a nice floor lamp. The bathroom has a bathtub and a double sink, and I used the new wall bathroom shelves to complete it and make it feel more lived in. Okay, last but not least, on this floor we have a nice big entrance worthy of an hotel, you guys. I did not want to create another boring seating areas, especially because we have so much seating available in this house that I think the entire island population could come and sit at this place. No, I wanted to create something unique and attractive. So I built this double platform. I raised the exterior one and sunk the middle one. In the middle, I added 4 resized farm pit, and on the exterior one, I created an internal tropical garden complete with illumination and rocks. I think it turned out so cool, but I'd love to know what you think about it. Please comment down below if this is too much or if it is the exact amount of over the top for this build. Okie dokie, my friend, this is it for the first floor, so let's move upstairs. On this second floor, we have 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a laundry room, and a nice open game or hobby room. Starting with the game room, this kind of space is usually placed in the lower level or basement of the villa. Since we do not have the ability to create one for now, I choose to use this central room because it just seemed perfect, full of windows and natural lights and with an outdoor access. So I went in with a bar on the corner of the room, and then I wanted to create 2 spaces within the same room. So I placed in the center of the room 2 sofas back to back. On one side, I added 4 bookshelves and a big TV with 2 large speakers. And on the other side, I added the new pool table facing the ocean. I also added a few decorations, a guitar, and a chess table. Now, the master bedroom is on this floor. It is big, minimal, modern, and has a nice seating area and a modern fireplace with a big TV just above it. This room also has a walk-in closet and an ensuite bathroom. The walk-in closet is very tropical with leaf patterns on the wall and all the new wardrobes and dresser we received with the Cahaya DLC. And as for the ensuite bathroom, it does have a bathtub and a big vanity space. I used the new frameless mirror that also came with the new DLC, and I placed a bunch of them together to kind of create a huge, unique big mirror. The master bedroom is the only one in this house that has a walk-in closet. Now, the second bedroom on this floor is accessible from the balcony area, which is connected to the game room. The room has an ensuite bathroom with a bathtub and a shower, a double sink vanity, and I used the same configuration as the room downstairs. Only a wall separating the room from the bathroom, no doors. I gotta say, it is a nice configuration. It makes the space feel more unique. The room is pretty standard with a nice double bed, a couple of nightstands with pendant lights above, a seating area and wardrobe, but no TV for this room. I mean, it's facing the ocean, so it does have a nice view. As for the balcony, I made this space into a, guess what? Exactly, another seating area with fire pits, and I also added 2 easels, which by the way, they changed dimension. I don't know if you noticed. Before the space they would occupy was, narrow and long. And now it is wide but very short. Woo! I'm almost out of breath, you guys. Okay, let's move on to the third and last floor. This is the smallest floor of the house. In this floor, I created an apartment room. I think it can be considered like a junior suite or something. Since the stair had enough walls separating them from the room, I chose to once again use the pillar to create a separation between the room and the rest of the space. As you probably noticed in the inspo picture, the top floor was completely closed off with pillar at the front outside, but the view from this room was just so good that I decided to leave it only with the windows. The room has a double bed with nightstand, pretty standard. I also added a vanity or makeup table and a wardrobe. And just behind the pillar wall, I created a nice coffee station. So if the ZOI staying in this room wants to have breakfast here, he can totally do it without needing to go all the way down to the kitchen. On the rest of the space, I created an ensuite bathroom closed off in a proper room with a bathtub and a double vanity. And just in front of it, I created a nice small private room with a nice big TV. Still on this floor, we have a big wraparound balcony. And here I took another creative liberty. The original picture has a normal overhang roof, but I thought that a skylight would look so much nicer. But since the space was so big, I opted for 3 skylights instead of 1 huge single one. What do you guys think? Should I have stuck to the inspo picture, or do you like the idea of having a skylight or 3 in this case? Let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, so this balcony has some more seating area. Obviously, I told you the entire population could come and sit at this villa. They would all fit in here. And I separated and I made one seating area with coffee tables and one with a fire pit. I also added on the side a nice breakfast nook overseeing the ocean, which is so cute and most of all, very fancy. Okie dokie, my friend. I guess we covered everything of this huge house. So, what do you think about the build? Did I do a good job? Was I right in taking some creative liberty, or should I have stuck to the inspo picture? Most of all, which one is your favorite room or your favorite feature? I'm dying to know what you think about it. Please tell me your thoughts and your ideas in the comment section down below. You know that I always love to get your feedback. Wow, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I really hope you all like it, and if so, don't forget to smash the like button and share this video with a fellow player who might like it. And hey, if you haven't already, subscribe and become part of this amazing community that we are creating. Once again, sorry for last week no show, you guys, but I will hopefully be back next week with a brand new video to make it up to you. Thank you for being here, guys. Your support means the world to me. I really appreciate every single one of you for stopping by my channel and spending time here with me. You, my friends, are simply amazing. Okay, guys, enjoy the rest of the speed build, and I wish you all a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye!
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll